कलये सुन्दराकारं सदैकप्रियदर्शनम् अज्ञाननाशकं देवं सद्गुरुं मुरलीधरम्।
ईश्वरो विक्रमी धन्वी मेधावी विक्रमक्रमः अनुत्तमो दुराधर्ष कृतज्ञ कृतिरात्मवान्। ईश्वराय नमः।
Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says, Sarva Shaktimatvat Ishwaraha. Bhagavan is called Ishwara because he is omnipotent. All the Ashtamaha Siddhis are natural to him. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavan himself says to Uddhava, Anima Mahima Murtehe Laghima Praptir Indriyaihi Prakamyam Shrutadrishteshu Shakti Prerana Mishita Guneshu Asango Vashita Yat Kamastad Avasyati Yetame Siddhayaha Saumya Ashtava Utpattika Mataha. The Ashtamaha Siddhis like Anima, Mahima, Laghima, etc. are very natural to Bhagavan, so he is called Ishwaraha. Sri Parashara Bhattar says, Aparepi Parabhoga Bhumau Apratihata Svechaha Ishwaraha. Bhagavan's desires are unobstructed in his divine abode of Vaikuntha. He is Satyakama and he is Satyasankalpa. His desire and his will are never thwarted, so he is called Ishwara.
Vikramine Namaha.
Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says, Vikramaha Shauryam Tad Yogat Vikrami. Vikrama means valiance. Since Bhagavan is valiant, he is called Vikrami. In the previous Nama, Sri Parashara Bhattar said that Bhagavan is called Ishwaraha because Bhagavan is Satya Sankalpa and Satya Kama, that his will, his desire is unimpeded. For this divine name, Sri Parashara Bhattar says, Icha Pratihantri Prasakti Paripanthi Swabhavam cha aha Vikrami iti. The name Vikrami signifies that his nature is such that it dispels the very possibility of his will or desire being thwarted. So he is called Vikrami. Vishnu Purana says, Manasaiva Jagat Srishtim Samharam cha karoti yaha tasya aripaksha kshapane kiyan udyama vistaraha. Bhagavan creates and destroys this entire universe by his mere will. When that is the case, where is the need for Bhagavan to manifest himself to kill one Ravana or Kamsa? Still, Bhagavan does avatara, he manifests himself in this world because he loves to sport. It is for his divine Leela and nothing else. Such is Bhagavan's valiance, so he is called Vikrami.
Dhanvine Namaha.
Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says, Dhanurasyasti iti dhanvi. Since Bhagavan wields the bow, he is called Dhanvi. Sri Parashara Bhattar also says, Atha idrisha niratishaya paurushanu rupam divyam shangam dhanuhu nityam asya iti dhanvi. We saw that Bhagavan is called Vikrami because of his valor. Bhagavan wields his bow, Sharanga, always, which suits his valor, so he is called Dhanvi. In Srimad Ramayana, Brahmaji says, Shargadhanva Rishikeshaha Purushaha Purushottamaha Ajitaha Kadghadrak Vishnuho Krishnashchaiva Brihadbalaha. Sri Parashara Bhattar further says, Sarva Divya Yudha Pradarshanam cha etat. This divine name Dhanvi also indicates that Bhagavan has all the celestial weapons. In Sri Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan himself says, Ramaha Shastra Bhritamaham. Bhagavan says, I am Sri Rama among the wielders of bow. One can never imagine Sri Rama without his Kodanda, is it not? Kodanda Mandita Karam. It serves also as an ornament for Sri Rama. So he is called Dhanvi.
Medhavine Namaha.
Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says, Medha Bahugrantha Dharana Samarthyam Sa Yasyasti Sa Medhavi. Medha means the ability to grasp several ideas on different subjects at the same time. And since Bhagavan has such powerful memory, he is called Medhavi. All the Shastras are there within Bhagavan. As a matter of fact, Bhagavan is the source for all the Shastras, so he is called Medhavi. Sri Parashara Bhattar says, Medhavi Nisima Nitya Bhuma Guna Sahaja Sarvagyaha. Bhagavan is called Medhavi because he is endowed with the guna or quality of innate omniscience, which is Nisima, that is limitless, Nitya, eternal, and Anuguna, very appropriate for his greatness. So he is called Medhavi.
Vikramaya Namaha.
Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says, Vichakrame Jagad Vishwam Tena Vikramaha. As Sri Trivikrama, since Bhagavan measured this entire universe with his great strides, he is called Vikramaha. Bhagavan is called Vikramaha also because Vina Garudena Pakshina Kramadva. Vihi means bird. Since Bhagavan travels on the bird Garuda, he is called Vikramaha. Sri Parashara Bhattar also says, Vina Patagapatina Trayimayena Kramanam Tatra Tatra Svecha Vihara Gatagatam Asya iti Vikramaha. Bhagavan travels here, there and everywhere, wherever he wants for his divine sport or Leela on Garuda Bhagavan, who is Veda Swarupa, so he is called Vikrama. In a beautiful Madhura Geetam, our Guru Maharaj sings, Agaramum Ugaramum Magaramum Manavuru Ezhuthin Sarathai Iragaga Kundavane Konardi Unniraivaneye Sadudiyil Konardi Unniraivaneye. Since it is Sri Garuda who carries Bhagavan everywhere, our Guru Maharaj prays to Sri Garuda to bring Bhagavan to him in all haste.
Kramaya Namaha.
Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says, Kramanat Kramahetutvadva Kramaha. Bhagavan is called Kramaha because Kramanat, because as Trivikrama, Bhagavan measured this entire universe with his strides. He is also called Kramaha because he is the cause for movement. In Manusmriti, Manu says, Krante Vishnu. The deity associated with the feet is Lord Vishnu. It is so because it is the feet which supports the entire body. Similarly, it is Bhagavan Vishnu as Kurma or as Sankarshana who supports this entire universe. So if anyone has any problem with their movement, if they have any ailment in their feet, it is said that one should worship Lord Vishnu. Since it is Bhagavan who is responsible for the power of movement in creatures, he is called Kramaha. Sri Parashara Bhattar says, Idrishya Nitya Vibhutya Atyanta Spitaha Kramaha. Bhagavan is highly prosperous because he is the Lord of Nitya Vibhuti, so he is called Kramaha.
Anuttamaya Namaha.
Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says, Avidyamana Uttamo Yasmat Saha Anuttamaha. Bhagavan is called Anuttama because there is nothing that is greater than him. He is unexcelled. Arjuna says in Sri Bhagavad Gita, Nadvat Samosti Abhyadikaha Kutonyaha. He says, Krishna, there is nothing or nobody that is equal to you or greater than you. So Bhagavan is called Anuttama. Sri Parashara Bhattar says, since Bhagavan is highly prosperous because he is the Lord, he is the master of Paramapada, he is unsurpassed and so he is Anuttama. Bhagavan himself says in Bhagavad Gita, Mattav Parataram Nanyat Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. Bhagavan says, O Arjuna, there is nobody or nothing that is greater than me. Our Guru Maharaj sings in a very beautiful Sri Madhura Geetam, Idai Atravan Veru Tunayum Vendumo Tedi Nadi Sendra Nam Adi Padi Magilvome கண்ணன் எங்கள் மன்னவன் சர்வலோகநாயகன். He says Bhagavan is ஈடு இணை அற்றவன். So he is Anuttama.
दुराधर्षाय नमः.
Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says Daityadibhihi dharshayitum na shakyata iti duradharshaha. Bhagavan is called Duradharsha because he is unassailable even by Daityas, demons, etc. Since Bhagavan is invincible, he is called Duradharshaha. In Srimad Ramayana, Sri Valmiki says Ramo dadarsha durdharshaha tapasashrama mandalam. While Sri Ramachandra Prabhu enters Dandakaranya, Sri Valmiki Maharishi gives the adjective of Durdharshaha to Rama, which means the invincible Sri Rama entered the most dangerous and the dense forest of Dandakaranya. So Bhagavan is called Duradharshaha. Sri Parashara Bhattar says, Gambhirya atishayena ambodhivat anabhibhavaniyaha. Bhagavan is unassailable because of the depth of his character. Just like an ocean, Bhagavan cannot be overcome by anybody or anything. In Srimad Ramayana, Sri Sita Devi says, Mahagirim ivakampyam Mahendra sadrisham patim Mahodadhim iva akshobhyam aham Rama manuvrata. Sita Mata says, Mahodadhim iva akshobhyam. So Bhagavan is called Duradharshaha because he is invincible.
कृतज्ञाय नमः.
Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says Bhagavan is called Kritagyaha because Praninam punya punyatmakam karma kritam janati iti Kritagyaha. Since Bhagavan knows all the actions or deeds done by everyone, be it a good deed or a bad deed, be it a punya or papa, since Bhagavan knows all our actions, he is called Kritagyaha. Bhagavan is called Kritagyaha also because Patra pushpadi alpamapi prayachatam moksham dadati itiva. Bhagavan bestows liberation even on the one who offers him a mere flower or a fruit or a leaf. So he is called Kritagyaha. Bhagavan himself says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram pushpam phalam thoyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktipahritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. Sri Parashara Bhattar says Bhagavan is called Kritagyaha because Atha Vismrita Yatokta Nirupadika Dasya Nirmamatvanam Anadi Avidya Aropita Swatantriya Pravrittanam Samsarinam Kritagyaha Anukulya Lavam Janati iti. He says, though we Jivas have completely forgotten our relationship with Bhagavan, which is actually eternal, Bhagavan remembers even the tiniest, the smallest goodwill that we show to him. So he is called Kritagyaha. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Sudama says, Kinchit karoti urvapi yatsvadattam suhritkritam phalgvapi bhurikari mayopanitam pritukaika mushtim pratyagrahit priti yuto mahatma. Bhagavan accepted a handful of flattened rice from Sri Sudama and blessed him with the riches of all the three worlds. And not just that, Bhagavan feels indebted to such a devotee forever. So Bhagavan is called Kritagyaha.
कृतये नमः.
Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says Bhagavan is called Kriti because Purusha Prayatnaha Kritihi Kriyava Sarvatmatvat Tadadharataya va Lakshyate Krityeti va Kritihi. The human effort or action is itself called Kriti. Since Bhagavan is the basis for all the human effort, for all our actions, Bhagavan is called Kriti. Sri Parashara Bhattar also says Tacha tesham sukritam asmadeva prasannat iti kritihi. Whatever meritorious act or good deed that a jiva does, it's only because Bhagavan is pleased with that jiva. Unless Bhagavan so wills, one can never do any meritorious act or any good deed or any punya karma. So Bhagavan is called Kritihi. In Srimad Bhagavatam, when Lord Brahmaji has the divine vision of Bhagwan in Paramapada, after practicing penance for 100 celestial years, Bhagwan looks at Sri Brahmaji and he says, Yachakartanga matstotram matkathabhyudayankitam yadva tapasi te nishtha sa esha madanugraha. Bhagwan says, Oh Brahmaji, it is by my grace that you were able to practice penance for so long, and again it is by my grace that you have had this divine vision of me in Vaikuntha. So whatever meritorious act a jiva does, it's because of Bhagwan's divine will. So Bhagwan is called Kriti.
Atmavate Namaha.
Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says, Swamahima Pratishtithatvat Atmavan. Bhagavan is called Atmavan because he is centered in his own glory or Mahima. In Srimad Ramayana, in Balakanda, when Sri Valmiki Maharishi asks Naradji about a person who has 16 Kalyana Gunas, he says, Atmavan ko jitakrodho dyutiman ko anasuyaka. Naradji says, Sri Ramachandra Prabhu is such Atmavan. When Bhagavan enters Dandakaranya, Sri Valmiki Maharishi says, Pravishyatu Maharanyam Dandakaranyam Atmavan. He says, Sri Ramachandra Prabhu, who is Atmavan, who was fearless, entered this dense forest of Dandakaranya. Only the one who thinks that he is this body or Sharira will have any fear. Since Bhagavan is ever established in the glory of his own self, he is called Atmavan. Sri Parashara Bhattar says, Bhagavan is called Atmavan because he is the possessor of souls. He says, Tasya kartaropi atmanaha tada yatta swarupa pravrityadikataya asya svabhutaha iti Atmavan. The jivas or the souls who do good deeds or meritorious acts, they are the property of Bhagavan because it is by his grace that they are able to do such good deeds, as we saw in the previous Nama. Since Bhagavan is the possessor of these souls, and because such souls are the property of Bhagavan, he is called Atmavan. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Radhe Radhe.